Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the California State University Long Beach Antelope Valley Engineering Programs graduation celebration. I am Aubrey Priest, director of the program. This is a special time of year for all of us because this is our opportunity to express our heartfelt congratulations to our students here on this very special occasion. Today, between mechanical engineering and electrical engineering, 36 students are graduating from our program, which is the single largest graduating class we've had to date. Also, I'd like to take this time to thank the students' family and friends who have joined us today for supporting the students throughout their time in the program, and in particular through this past year. The graduates persevered through a time of unprecedented difficulties and personal sacrifice. On behalf of the entire Long Beach State University community, we are very proud of you and your accomplishment. You did it. Today, we are here to celebrate all of you. And joining me are the platform party and the distinguished parties. The platform party includes Dr. Tracy Maples, Interim Dean, College of Engineering, Our keynote speaker, Dr. Dushi Satyanathan, Vice Provost for Academic Planning. Dr. Jeet Joshi, Associate Vice President for International Education and Global Engagement, Dean, College of Professional and International Education. Dr. Antonella Sciartino, Associate Dean for Academic Programs, College of Engineering. Dr. Tim Mozia, Associate Dean, College of Professional and International Education. Dr. Henry Ye, Chair, Electrical Engineering Department. Dr. Jalal Turabzadeh, Chair, Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering Department. Dr. Ihung Koo, Coordinator and Advisor, Electrical Engineering. Dr. Praveen Shankar, Coordinator and Advisor, Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. Dr. Jay Shelley, Adjunct Professor, Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering. Dr. Ahmad Kasai, Adjunct Professor, Electrical Engineering. Our distinguished guests, Dr. Sean Phillips, Chief, Rocket Propulsion Division, Edward Air Force Base. Dr. Richard Cohn, Chief Engineer, Air Force Research Laboratory, Rocket Lab. Chris Vanderhyde, Educational Outreach Manager, Technical Advisor. Dr. Les Uhazy, Dean, Antelope Valley College. Gary Rogenstein, Dean, Counseling and Matriculation, Antelope Valley College. Christos Valiotis, Dean, Math, Science, and Engineering, Antelope Valley College. Liz Diashun, Director of Marketing and Public Information, Antelope Valley College. Dr. Jonathan Compton, Math, Science, and Engineering Faculty, Antelope Valley College. Dr. Timothy Joris, Professor, Lockheed Martin, Lead Engineer. Anna Lee Bune, Director, Antelope Valley Board of Trade. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Finally, before we begin, a few rules of the road. Throughout the event, many of you will be muted so that our speakers can be heard clearly. However, everyone participating will have an opportunity to comment in the chat provided or send reactions via the Zoom platform. After the class of 2020 is presented, we will unmute everyone and give you an opportunity to cheer on your graduate. Also, we will have breakout rooms for the mechanical and electrical engineering graduates to communicate with one another and share in this moment. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We absolutely could not have done this without you. Now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you, Interim Dean, College of Engineering, Dr. Tracy Maples.
Thank you, Dr. Priest. Honored guests, members of the faculty, students, relatives, and friends of our students. As Interim Dean of the College of Engineering, it's my pleasure to join you in celebration of the California State University Long Beach Antelope Valley Engineering Program Class of Fall 2020. This is an important milestone in the lives of our students, and I extend congratulations on behalf of our entire faculty to all of you who have completed your program of study. Students, I'll keep my comments short. This is your night, your time to celebrate and shine. So allow me to share with you just 3 simple observations. They may perhaps seem obvious, but they're nonetheless important as you go out into the world with your new engineering degree. First, keep learning. You've accomplished a great deal in your time here, but never think you are done learning. You now have an educational foundation in your field. You can now begin to work on mastery. Whether you're a mechanical or electrical engineer, your field is advancing faster than ever before. Embrace the label of a lifelong learner. Enthusiastically accept the challenge of new ideas. Through this learning, you'll excel in your career and shine as an innovator. Secondly, help others. Engineering at its finest is focused on helping others. The ultimate task of engineers is to make the world a better place to live, to work, to play. Helping others is not easy. It requires intentionality, hard work, listening, and valuing diversity. Wendy Kopp, the founder of Teach for America and co-founder and CEO of Teach for All, has an inspiring quote about bringing energy and ideas to the table. I think her words are especially important for us as engineers. She says, always look around the table and invite in voices that are not heard. And if you're the one who can offer an unheard perspective, something that can move our shared humanity forward, have the courage to speak up, even when it feels difficult. Real progress requires moments of tension. If we approach these moments with generosity and curiosity, rather than resistance and blame, we can find entirely new ways forward. So I urge you to commit yourself to the work of helping others. And finally, be grateful. We are all looking for a fulfilling and rewarding life. We want love, happiness, a job that matters. Let me share this anonymous quote with you. It's not happiness that brings us gratitude. It's gratitude that brings us happiness. At times, we all have challenging and even terrible things happen to us and our families. Here, we are in the midst of a pandemic with incredible loss of life and unprecedented challenges. My point is not to diminish any of these realities, rather to remind you of the resilience you have already shown and encourage you to be optimistic. Don't let the world around you discourage you. Let me repeat that quote. It's not happiness that brings us gratitude. It's gratitude that brings us happiness. Focus on appreciating what you have as you and I learn to be grateful. Happiness and fulfillment will follow. Graduates, as you receive your degrees today, you become part of a truly impressive group. The CSULB alumni family, which is more than 345,000 strong. I look forward to hearing the stories of your success. Go out and do great things, and remember to keep learning, to help others, and be grateful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Maples. Dr. Joshi.
Thank you, Aubrey. Graduates, let me begin by saying congratulations to all of you. And also, I want to congratulate the family and friends who helped you along the way. The extraordinary faculty in the program, thank you for your commitment and helping us deliver this outstanding program in Lancaster. As you all know, the engineering degree completion program here in Lancaster is a collective effort of many. I want to thank the Air Force Research Lab, the Naval Air Weapons Center, the City of Lancaster, all of our community college partners in the Valley for their tremendous support for this program. Along with the university's mission of student success, we at the College of Professional and International Education believe that our job is to help individuals and organizations reach their highest potential. That's why we partner in this program. We carry out our mission by offering the first-rate educational programs at all levels, graduate and undergraduate degrees, certificate programs, seminars, and symposiums. We're extremely proud to be offering the program here in the Upper Valley. Graduates, your hard work over the past couple of years has finally paid off. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to be here with you tonight and to honor the achievement of your success. As you reach a milestone tonight and ready to enter the workforce, or to those of you who are already employed, working towards advancing your career, I would like to share some words of encouragement and advice, similar to Dean Maples. I would say that you be positive. It will help you achieve your goals, bring happiness, and make friends. Things will not go your way all the time, but that does not give you the right to complain every time. Happiness is a choice you can make for yourself. You will make mistakes. Admit when you do. Others will make mistakes too. Forgive when they do. A mistake today will teach you to do a better job tomorrow. When you are asking for help, know that you are showing the sign of strength, not weakness. Do not hesitate to ask for help. Ask questions. Do not pretend you know everything. If you don't know how to do certain things, don't keep doing it. Have confidence in yourself. Often, your capabilities are much greater than what you think of yourself. Do your part well and always others to do theirs. People will appreciate that. And by doing so, you will build trust with people around you. Know that each of us are unique and bring something to the table. Be yourself and allow the same for others. There will be times that you feel your battery is running out, but then again, you are the only one who can recharge your own battery. If you want, you can reboot yourself anytime. Don't make a habit of fretting about everything. Don't worry about things that are out of your hands. Things are out of your hands and things you can't control. Learn to let it go. A simple thank you can go a long way. Learn to thank others more. A smile has power. Greet people with a smile. And don't forget, laugh is necessary in life. Be grateful to the moment you have. Have sense of humor in life. Leave lasting positive impressions. Cultivate good relationships. Create a great network for yourself. It will certainly do some good for you in the future. Be easygoing, be respectful. People will always remember your positive attitude. Learn to compromise, I would say. We all need to do this. In life, at workplace, almost everywhere. Don't keep waiting for the perfect dream job to come along. You don't know when that'll happen or if it even exists. Take a job to build your career and make the job work for you. And finally, as Dean Maple said, never stop learning. Learning is a lifelong process. I assure you, you'll be okay if you keep learning. And again, congratulations to all of you. Even in the dire of circumstances as we are going through with the pandemic, you've done it. You've earned it. I wish you the best in the days and years ahead of you. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Joshi. And now I'd like to present our keynote speaker for the evening, Dr. Satya Nathan.
Thank you, Dr. Priest, for the generous introduction today. Greetings to esteemed platform party and distinguished guests. I have not seen many of you in a long time. It's a true pleasure seeing you all today, even though it's virtual. Congratulations, engineering graduates. I bring you greetings and best wishes from President Jane Connolly and Provost Brian Jersky, who could not be here today. And graduates, we are very proud you have reached this milestone. Tonight is an unforgettable night. This evening, you're here with your family, friends, your faculty, staff, special guests from our community to celebrate a significant accomplishment. I'm very honored to join this celebration, and I'm really pleased to see there's over 130 of you here with your family and friends observing the ceremony. And I'll try not to bore you too long. I have just two stories to tell you, just two. 10 years ago, I met a man who was dreaming of this Antelope Valley Engineering Program. He became my dear friend, Dr. Ken Centrelli. Some of you may know him, and others may have heard of him. Dr. Centrelli conceived an engineering program that the Antelope Valley region students could have access to without leaving the valley and traveling long distances. He wanted a degree program that would leverage the infinite engineering marvels this region has to offer. A valley that builds rockets, jet planes, net zero city, the first hydrogen city, and many more firsts in engineering. Dr. Sandrali was dreaming of a program taught by the many talented engineers in this region. He wanted a program that would attract bright, new engineering talent to this community. He wanted a program that would keep rockets flying to outer space for the next generation. Today, I'm proud to say we are celebrating 10 years of this journey. Over 168 engineers have earned their degree from this program. Almost all the graduates are gainfully employed or in prestigious graduate schools. You're joining the ranks of the selected group. We are indebted to Dr. Sandrali for his vision and drive to make this dream come true for you, many before you, and the many who will follow your steps. Dr. Sandrali was a leader in creating this life-changing opportunity for many of us. Every one of us has someone in our life who has helped us realize our dreams. And I know if you look around you, you probably see them. You are here today because people around you also shared your vision. You did not make this journey alone. As you graduate today, you too can lead in this journey of paving the way for others. Let's talk about the skills you learned in engineering. An engineering degree has taught you many skills. I know the mechanical engineers learned how they're better than electrical engineers. I know if you're here, you're probably laughing at that. But electrical engineers are probably saying, we will replace all mechanical things with electrical gadgets, and that mechanical engineers will be extinct. But more importantly, we learned how you could create something more significant than we imagined when we worked together as a team. We learned that if we took the time to listen, understand another person's view, we could provide better solutions. As an engineering graduate, I firmly believe you are in a position to change the world around you. So this leads me to the second story. This story is about this moment. I never thought I would be speaking at a commencement ceremony remotely. But like half of the people in this country and the world, I've spent the last 8 months in social distancing mode due to this global pandemic. I'm incredibly fortunate that I can work remotely and remain healthy and safe. I'm also grateful that you had the grit to complete your final year under these challenging conditions. During this time, I've been thinking about the future. I firmly believe the action for the future is in our hands, your hands, the generation that's currently experiencing unprecedented challenges. The pandemic, climate change, racial inequality, economic crisis. It's a perfect storm. Under these tremendous pressures, we often feel that we do not have control. I realized things I could control were menial day-to-day things. Wear a mask, maintain social distance, whereas things that were going to determine whether we were going to be successful seemed to be too big to solve. Why don't we all quarantine for 3 weeks at the same time and end the pandemic? Why can't we all treat each other with dignity and respect? Why can't we increase wages to respectable levels to eliminate the growing wage gap? The gap in what we can do every day to what we need to do seems so huge. It seems like impossible task. It seems futile. Can I make a difference? Are my actions irrelevant? But something is going on around us that gives me hope. Look at our healthcare workers and what they're doing in this pandemic. These people are doctors, caregivers, nurses, who you're helping the humanity face this pandemic in the last few or several months. Are these people able to prevent the spread of this disease? No. Are they able to prevent their patients from dying? In some cases, but many are beyond their control. Does that make their contribution futile and meaningless? What they're doing is caring for their fellow human being at their moment of greatest vulnerability. You only have to see pictures. There's pictures in the library, New York Times. It brings me tears when to see how people are caring for each other, and their work has enormous meaning. The courage and humanity these people are demonstrating make their work some of the more meaningful things that can be done to another human being, even though they cannot control the outcome. It shows us that humans can take dedicated and sustained action, even when they cannot control the outcome. With many of the crises we face today, the action we take is separated from its impact. In this pandemic, doctors and nurses are being sustained not by the lofty goals of changing the world, but by the day-to-day satisfaction of caring for another human being through their moments of weakness. With many crises we face today, we have this vast separation. It used to be that we were separated by time or distance. The impacts of climate crisis were supposed to be way far off in the future. The pandemic is very far away in another country. But right now, the future has come to meet us. California is on fire, cities are underwater, pandemic is in our neighborhood and has touched our loved ones. We are marching with one voice to end the racial inequality. Many people around us are in financial crisis. Hundreds of thousands of people are impacted. We are no longer separated by time or distance. We have to face these challenges head on. The examples of heroes around us show that we can simply make a choice. We can show a grit, a deep, determined, stubborn form of optimism, not avoiding or denying the darkness that's pressing in, but refusing to be cowed by it. We cannot deny it. We have to be determined to face this with optimism. We have seen this throughout history. We saw it when Rosa Parks refused to get up from the bus to stand against racism. And we saw it when President Kennedy said we would put a man on the moon within 10 years to lift a nation. None of these people knew what the future would hold, but they were determined to shape the future. These actions electrified a generation and focused them on a shared goal against a dark and frightening adversary, even though they did not know how they would achieve it. In each of these cases, stubborn optimism was not the result of success, but it was the driver of success. You who are graduating today, you have also shown this stubborn optimism and grit. I know many of you endured challenges that would have prevented you from graduating today. However, your shared determination, you have demonstrated that you too can shape the future. With sheer optimism and determination, transformation can happen. With the challenges we face today, we no longer can afford the luxury of feeling powerless. The truth is that the future generation will look back at this precise moment with awe as we stand at the crossroads between a regenerative future and one where we have thrown it all away. One of many things I learned during these dark times is that a bright mind, like the many of you are graduating today, and a joyful heart is the path and the goal in life. Choosing to face this moment with optimism and grit can give our lives with meaning and purpose. And in doing so, we can put a hand on the arc of history and bend it towards the future that we choose. As you leave here this evening, ready to turn your hard work and dreams into reality, I hope you never lose grit and optimism to face the challenges before you and lead with the possibilities before you, with endless, boundless possibilities before you. I would like to leave you with a poem by Ralph Waldo Emerson. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that is to have succeeded. I wish every one of you much success in life. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Satya Nathan, for an amazing keynote. Dr. Satya Nathan is the Vice Provost for Academic Planning. This time in the evening, the faculty for electrical engineering and mechanical engineering came together and discussed a student that they would like to present to everyone this evening. And the student they decided upon was a student that has, like the rest of you, has persevered and has demonstrated a commitment toward the electrical engineering field and has decided that he will go on to do some amazing things in the field. And hopefully he gets to share some of that with us this evening. That student, ladies and gentlemen, is Freund.
Thank you, Dr. Priest. And thank you to the students, professors, parents, and staff who have made these past 2.5 years everything that they were. My name is Freund, and I'm honored to be representing Cohort 8. I first sparked an interest in engineering when I built model airplanes with my dad as a young boy. As I grew up, I started to acquire my own tools and build circuits in my free time at home. You know, typical engineering kid activities. I moved into more complex projects, such as building race drones and computers. Unfortunately, my mom found out very fast that these skills could be used around the house, which did not work out in my favor. Luckily, our program has kept me busy enough to have plenty of excuses to avoid the housework. Between senior design, the 3 papers we had to write, and finals, I've been able to hold off all favors, until now at least. All jokes aside, I have learned so much these past couple of years. Us students attending the Antelope Valley Engineering Program are extremely lucky. We have had the opportunity to meet so many amazing professors and build many meaningful relationships. As we all know, this year has been extremely difficult, so I have to give an extra thanks to the hardworking professors who are constantly checking their emails and setting up Zoom meetings to ensure that we stay on track and get help when needed. You all have made an enormous impact on each of our lives, and it will never be forgotten. I would now like to share with you a few key concepts that I've learned while attending this program. First, we are huge on teamwork at the Antelope Valley Engineering Program, and that has been an extremely valuable asset that I will carry with me into my future. This program has really pushed me out of my comfort zone in terms of teamwork and relationships. Most engineers would like to think it's their way or the highway. However, I would have never made it through without the help of my classmates and professors. It has been challenging at times, yet very rewarding to work with so many talented individuals. Second, I've learned the crucial importance of time management. Now, I may have learned this concept the hard way, but I am extremely grateful that I will be able to carry this skill with me into the workforce. Lastly, if any of you know me personally, you know that I would never picture myself to be the person delivering a graduation speech. Fortunately, my communication skills have grown to a place I never thought possible. Not only have I been able to develop my skills of speaking from one engineer to another, but I also realized that anyone who is not an engineer has no idea what we are talking about half of the time. That being said, I have learned to communicate better amongst us engineers and those who silently shake their head and nod when I try to explain a circuit to them. These past 2 semesters have proven to be a testament to our tenacity, resilience, and perseverance. We have had to adapt and overcome many unforeseen obstacles. I'm not only proud of myself, but also my fellow classmates for continuing to work hard despite the hardships we have all faced. To give you an example of how dedicated we are, I would like to share with you how I took one of my final exams. It was very windy outside, so our power was shut down for 2 days to prevent wildfires. Of course, one of these days just happened to be exam day. With the stay-at-home order in effect, I couldn't exactly drive to the nearest Starbucks and take my exam, so I had to power my computer with a generator use my phone as a hotspot, and light up my room with an old school lantern. Now that is resilience. As we celebrate our last day here, I am happy to share that I feel genuinely confident in my future after my experience at this program. I've been pushed to my limits and challenged more than I have ever been before, but this has taught me more than I could ever imagine and helped me grow immensely. I'm confident that all my classmates will move on and achieve great things in life. And before I wrap things up, I'd like to extend a very special thank you to my mom, who has offered endless support throughout my educational career. I don't know what I would have done without all your support. As I come to a close, I'd like to leave you with a quote from engineer Sir Frederick Henry Royce. He said, "Strive for perfection in everything you do. Take the best that exists and make it better. When it does not exist, design it." Thank you.
Yeah, but
Excellent, excellent job, Aaron. Thank you very much for your speech. This is my favorite part of the evening. This is my opportunity, and I have the distinct honor to present to you the class of 2020, beginning with mechanical engineering. Kimberly Aguilar, Jay Bidness, Ryan Berg, Timothy Buckley, Manuel Fernandez, Luis Gonzalez, Daniel Holtz, Andrew Knight, Hui Lee, Cornelio Martinez, Daniel Maddock, Matthew Moa, Adam Navas, Jonathan Ochoa, Nicholas Ortiz, Justin Quigley-Savio, Abraham Sykes, Kibum Sung, Idri Urbano Garcia. And now for the electrical engineering class of 2020. Toby Alvarado, Sean Bott, Jasmine Burrell, Carlos Carvajal, Ariana Kaufman, Nathan Ayer, Aaron Freund, Jonathan Gates, Edward Heasley,
Yeah.
Roberto Leal, Jesus Mendoza, Santiago Mendoza. The two are brothers, by the way. Congrats. Max Munoz, Dennis Ronning, Dylan Stinson,
Yay.
Benjamin Young. Congratulations, everyone. This is our class of 2020, mechanical engineering and electrical engineering. And at this time, I would like to have everyone unmuted so then you can cheer for your graduate.
Congratulations, Aaron.
Congratulations,
Hey,
Ryan. Congratulations, Avery. Nice.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
All right, congratulations, everyone.